Hey, vacationers, this is Eddie from Exploratoriya. Welcome to episode 4 of the Flambé. Today, on our weekly cruise and theme park news show, an expansion to Celebration Key already? A brand new ship just took its inaugural sailing and another's been pushed back. Some Disney and Universal deals that you should know about. And Universal's getting a new land. All that and more, today on Exploratoriya. Once again, let's start this week with some cruise news. Before it's even opened, Carnival is already making big moves with Celebration Key. The cruise line has announced an expansion of the pier at the private destination. It will now be able to accommodate 4 Excel-class ships at a time, doubling the pier's capacity. Celebration Key is scheduled to open in 2025, with the Phase 2 expansion complete in 2026. With this expansion, in 2027, when Carnival's 4th Excel-class ship is in service, there's the potential for there to be almost 22,400 guests visiting at a time. Carnival is estimating that nearly 4 million guests will visit the destination annually. Images depicting the plans for the expansion also show an increase in the size of Celebration Key, though we weren't able to find how many acres they're planning to add to the currently announced 65-acre destination. All I know is I hope there's enough pool chairs. For those of us who haven't had the chance to sail on the Jubilee yet, Carnival has released details about one of its exclusive fun zones. The current zone is currently only available on Jubilee and gives guests the experience of being in an underwater world. Large LED panels on the walls and ceiling give the guests the feeling of being in the ocean, adding the ability for guests to pick what type of scene is displayed. Carnival has also announced a new gluten-free menu. Previously, on the menus in the main dining room, guests could look for notations indicating gluten-free options. But to simplify the experience, Carnival has created a gluten-free menu that is now available upon request. Still think travelers' insurance is a waste? Princess Cruises has changed their cancellation policy, extending the period requiring a 100% cancellation fee. Guests who are scheduled for a 1 to 24-day cruise will now face a 100% cancellation fee if canceling 30 days or less before their departure date. Previously, this was 14 days. Guests scheduled for a cruise of 25 days or more have until 60 days before departure to avoid 100% cancellation. Previously, this was 42 days. The new policy will go into effect on March 4th. All previously scheduled cruises will still adhere to the previous cancellation policy. In other Princess Cruise Line news, after multiple delays, the Sun Princess has departed on its inaugural voyage. The first ship in the cruise line's Sphere class left port from Rome on a Mediterranean voyage on February 28th. Tired of the Mouse Mafia telling you how to dress? Disney Cruise Line has made a change to its dress code for guests dining in the Palo restaurant. The adults-only restaurant aboard all of Disney's ships has added dress shorts to its acceptable attire. The change is only for brunch reservations. The dress code in other specialty restaurants remain the same. I wish I could do this next one. Holland America just released details about its world cruise. The cruise will visit 7 continents, including 47 ports in 39 countries. Guests aboard the Volendam will spend 4 of the 132 days of the voyage in Antarctica. The World Cruises round-trip voyage is scheduled to depart from Fort Lauderdale on January 4th, 2026. Sadly, the inaugural sailing of Royal Caribbean's second Icon-class ship, Star of the Seas, has been canceled. The cruise line has reached out to guests booked on the August 17th, 2025 sailing, as well as the second sailing to inform them of the cancellation. The August 31st sailing is now scheduled to be the ship's inaugural. If we hopped on, would you guys be interested in videos from the inaugural sailing on what will be the new world's largest cruise ship? Let us know in the comments. On to some theme park news. Disney World has extended park hours from March 10th through 16th. These new extended hours, along with the previously announced extended hours, now extend park hours from March 3rd through the 16th. If you're at the parks at this time, check the Disney World app to make sure you're making the most of your days. Disney Visa card members can now use a 10% discount when building lightsabers at Hollywood Studios. Disney guests at Savvy's Workshop Hand-Built Lightsabers can build their own custom lightsabers. And now, Disney Visa card members can take 10% off of the $250 price tag. Disney has announced a new perk coming to Disney World in 2025. Guests staying in Disney resorts next year will have free access to Disney's water parks on the day of their check-in. In 2025, both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon will be available for guests at no additional charge, but only on the day of their check-in. Guests looking to use this perk must be listed on the hotel reservation. Of course, with this also comes a slight price increase to theme park admission tickets, with the base price of single-day tickets going up $10 to $119. Also, keep in mind that the cancellation policy has changed. Starting next year, guests will have until 8 days before their hotel stay to cancel their reservation without losing their deposit, instead of the previous 5 days. The cancellation policy for guests who have packages including hotel stay and tickets has not changed. A man is suing Disney over the death of his wife due to an allergic reaction. Kanaki Porn Tongswan ate a meal with her husband, Jeffrey Piccolo, and mother-in-law at Reglan Road at Disney Springs in October of last year. After eating the meal and leaving the restaurant, she collapsed while shopping at Planet Hollywood. She was rushed to a local hospital and was later, unfortunately, declared dead. Doctors determined the cause of death as anaphylaxis due to dairy and nuts in her system. The woman's husband says that they had extensive conversations with the waiter at the restaurant about her allergies, as well as confirming multiple times that the food they were served was free from those allergens. He is suing Great Irish Pubs Florida Inc., the owners of Reglan Road, as well as Disney for more than $50,000 in damages due to pain and suffering, medical costs, funeral expenses, and other damages. Now let's hop across to the Best Coast for some Disneyland news. Tickets are now available for the Disney Channel themed After Dark event at Disneyland. The themed event is scheduled for both March 5th and 7th and will feature meet and greets with characters such as Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch, Goofy and Max, and Darkwing Duck and Launchpad. Guests at the After Hours event will also be able to take part in activities such as a Phineas and Ferb dance party, Disney Channel trivia, and special photo opportunities. If you haven't already heard, Epic Universe is not the only new theme park that Universal has in the works. The Universal Kids Resort will be a park geared towards families with children. The new destination, opening in Frisco, Texas, will have lands featuring Shrek, SpongeBob, Jurassic World, and more. Land preparation recently begun, and we should expect to see vertical structures going up this year. The new theme park is scheduled for opening in June 2026. Universal Orlando has increased the price of lockers. The lockers used by guests to hold their belongings before going on a ride have increased in price by $1. Large lockers on rides that require guests to use lockers for their belongings are now $3. Small lockers on water rides where guests are not required to leave their belongings in lockers are now $5, and large lockers $6. For all you little onion-layered ogres out there, Universal Orlando has revealed new details about DreamWorks Land. The land, which will be located at Universal Studios Florida, will have 3 main areas. The Shrek area will include, among other things, Shrek's Swamp Meet, a meet and greet location with all your favorite Shrek characters. Mama Luna Feline Fest, an interactive screens area to allow guests to play with Mama Luna's mini cats. And Swamp Snacks, a venue for guests to indulge in Shrek-themed snacks. Over at the Trolls area, guests can ride the Trolls Troller Coaster, play at Poppy's Playground, and enjoy Troll-themed snacks at Trolls Treats. There will also be a new retail location called High Five Hideaway that will feature merchandise from Trolls, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Gabby's Dollhouse, and more. The Kung Fu Panda area of the land will feature Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp, a wet and dry play area inspired by the Kung Fu Panda films. This area will also include Poe Live, a meet and greet opportunity where guests will have the chance to meet the Dragon Warrior himself. Outside of these main areas, the land will also include DreamWorks Imagination Celebration and a DreamWorks character meet and greet zone. The new DreamWorks Land is scheduled to open this summer. If you're a Mario or Harry fan, this deal is for you. Universal Studios Hollywood is offering up to $50 off annual passes. Now, through April 10th, guests can save up to $50 on Platinum level annual passes, $20 on Gold level annual passes, $15 on Silver level annual passes, and $10 on the California Neighbor Pass. So if Universal's the place for you, grab your power-up bands and get those passes. Well, that's it for this week's episode. If you want to stay up to date with the latest in cruise and theme park news, give us a like and consider subscribing. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.